what's going on. So I thought I'd shoot a video, and we're going to talk about why I think science is fake. It's going to bum hurt a lot of people, but it pretty much always has been to me. It always has been fake. And even their facts have not mean nothing to me. If you want to consider them facts, they're just information that is not necessarily true. In fact, all science starts with a hypotheses. Anywho, science is fake. It can't be real just because it has to be man-made for science to even be real. Even if science was real, it doesn't matter because all the science that's done is purported by money. And you got to understand the people that control money is the people that control science. Science doesn't mean anything. Science can say eating salads are good, but you eat salads and you feel like shit. Science could say eating dog shit is really good for you, but no one's going to go eat dog shit. You're going to say, ooh, and it's disgusting. No one's even going to try it because people are so judgmental. Also, science could say go jump off a bridge. It's good for you so you can excel to the next life real fast. It's a bunch of BS. Science is, when I think, now let me make a disclaimer. Everyone's going to think a little bit what science, what it comes to. To me, and that's fine. This is my channel. You can fuck off. When I think about science, I think about stuff on paper. Also, none of it's proven. Also, I don't know who's doing this science and how it's being conducted. Just because someone tells me anything, I don't care what the news says. I don't care what the internet says. I care how I feel. That's the only thing that ever matters. You're stupid to think anything else. Science is so dull. There's nothing behind it. It doesn't matter. What all science and mathematics, when it comes down to it, it's for intellectual people to boggle their minds around. That's all it is, especially science. Now, math might have more meaning to it, which is fine, more set in stone. Science is just basically made up. Everyone always says this is the science, this is science. Who's the searchers? Who's fundraising this? Who's sponsoring this? Let's go look. It's the people who rule the world that don't give a fuck about you. And if you want to know the truth is always out there. They delete all this real good science. They don't want you to have that science. Trust me. They throw everything under the rug. They manipulate every study. It doesn't even matter because it's not even a real study and it was bullshit from the beginning. Every study doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You could get a rat and you could get him in a maze and he could go out the maze 99 times out of 100. But it doesn't matter because he didn't go out that one time. Science, it doesn't matter. It's usually controlled experiments, and even furthermore, they're a bunch of BS. They're just what they want you to see. What science, what factual information. None of it's factual. It's all a lie. Just like everything you've been told like all your life. 99% of the stuff you've been told to is a lie. It pretty much has to be a lie because the only truth is what you feel. And again, everyone wants to talk about science. It's a bunch of BS. There wasn't even science before. You can see it's just an intellectual thing. And it's all right if people want to be intellectual, but it's not getting us any closer to the truth. It's not getting you any closer to anything. You can tell me how the protein synthesizes inside the body, and you can tell me all the big scientific names that you got for animals and diseases. All diseases are the same fucking thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just know science is a bunch of BS, and I hate all you pansies talk about science says this and science says that. You don't even know who's saying this. It could be a robot, an AI. You don't know who the fuck's saying this. Again, they're all sponsored by negativity, by people that want to control you. It's all science is. Even if there is some positive science and good science, I'm not talking down on science. I'm not saying I don't like science. I'm saying I don't need science because I don't need anybody to tell me anything because I already feel everything. There's nothing more. See, and understand how it's constructed. It's an intellectual thing. I'm not saying science is bad, but I'm not saying it's not something you believe in. It's a man-made concept. You can't take it for granted. As the examples per se that I said in the beginning of this, they can say salads are good. What if you fucking hate salads and they make you feel like shit? Just as simple as that. Science says this. I'm tired of hearing all the science. It's all just propaganda. That's all it really is. If you don't feel right, then you're always going to get further away from the truth. It's just as simple as that. If you're not feeling on, then you're off. There's nothing really in between. You can't be on and off. And if you are, it's probably a nightmare. Or just a fool or being silly. Usually you're on and off. You're not usually both. So you usually feel right and life's great, or life sucks and you don't know what's going on. And usually it's the latter. So do what you want. Don't believe the science. There's more to that. Believe what you feel, what is real, and what comes to you. That's all. So subscribe to the channel. Just know science is a bunch of BS.